Hey guys, and welcome back to the Apple Potato Podcast with your host, Zach. Hey guys, and welcome back to the Apple Potato Podcast with your host, Zach. And today I have a special guest with me today to talk to you about his tragic upbringing, about how he persevered and pushed through to be who he is today, a great success.
Hello, my name is Jimmy Butler. I am 33 years old and I play for the NBA team called the Miami Heat. Today I'm going to talk about resilience and growth mindset and why you should keep pushing for success.
So my first question for you, Jimmy Butler, is when was the first time you really had to push through a hardship?
Yeah, I had a very rough childhood. I never knew who my dad was first. And then at 13 years old, my mum kicked me out of my house because she didn't like the way I looked. It was very rough.
Wow, so were you like on the streets? Did you just get kicked out on the streets? How did you cope living on the streets by yourself as a 13-year-old?
I bounced around a couple of my teammates' house, going here and there, one teammate to another. And then one day, one of my basketball teammates, they took me in as if I was one of their own. Yeah, it felt really good. It was very nice of them. That's why I've always respected them and what motivated me to provide for them.
Wow, that's pretty nice of them. My next question for you is what motivated you to thrive and what encouraged you to keep happy and have the right mental state while being on the streets and bouncing around houses?
Basketball, that's the main thing. I just playing the game every day, doing what you love, but also to prove everyone else wrong, and to provide for the family that took me in. Great to say that I did prove them wrong.
So you had a very long career in basketball, talking from junior school to high school, college to general NBA. I'm just wondering, what would you say are some of the biggest setbacks in your career through all of that, through your whole NBA career?
I would say there was no setbacks. I don't really like making excuses for myself. I like to test myself to the limits, work harder than everyone else. That's what got me here today.
Being able to say you have no setbacks whatsoever is actually a pretty good statement. Not a lot of people at your caliber could say that. But my next question for you is, did you ever think about giving up over your whole career?
Yeah, many times. I thought I couldn't do this or I'm not good enough. But that's impossible because I just have to keep my head down and just keep pushing, working as hard as I could, just to have that mindset to prove everyone wrong. That I could do anything if I keep trying.
There's only 60 spots in the NBA draft, and for you to get top 30 is amazing. Not many people get this opportunity. So my question is, how did it feel being drafted 30th out of 60 people? That's pretty good.
It felt great because all the hard work that I did, really paid off. And it was a very big opportunity to make a name for myself and show that anyone that resilience is key to everything.
Being drafted 30th overall means the support of your franchise aren't really expecting an all-star level LeBron, Michael Jordan, big name out of you, but they're still expecting some stuff. So how did you train yourself to get better and better and thrive and get to the NBA caliber level you're at right now as a superstar?
Just the thought of proving everyone wrong and also proving for the family who took a chance on me, that I wasn't going to let them down.
So growing up with no money, like being in a bit of poverty, how did it feel getting your first NBA contract, seeing all that money come in on that bankroll? Did it feel good? Like, did you prove everyone wrong? How did it feel?
I was over the moon, but I knew straight away that everyone, whoever doubted me, was watching and seeing me in the NBA. I knew that my first goal was achieved.
From age 13 to now, 33, that's a lot of maturing to do. That's 20 plus years. So how would you say your mindset has changed since then, mentality-wise?
Well, I don't really differ in my mentality because I know I've completed my goal back then, but I'm still a dog. I'm one of the least talented guys on my team, but I still work harder than everyone else. I don't care about their names, I just want to be better than them, and that's what you need.
After being in the NBA for 10 plus years, would you say all the hard work has finally paid off? Is there still more to go? How do you feel about that?
From the position I was in then to now, I feel like it has paid off. But my new aim now is to win an NBA championship.
Being the visual embodiment of resilience, what would you say for people that were struggling with resilience? Do you have any advice for them?
Anyone out there who is struggling with money, family, lifestyle, motivation, just remember that if you just work hard and put your head down, you'll make it. You'll be able to provide for generations of your family if you make it to the top. Just gotta believe, be resilient, have a growth mindset, and listen to everyone, or everyone above you.
If you could tell your 13-year-old self something right now, what would it be?
To continue what you are doing, to not let your parents win. They both didn't believe in me, but I used it as motivation. So now, because of them, I made it to what I am today and got to provide for my new family.
How did it feel like being a part of an NBA team? Was it like a family? Was it like a second home? How did it feel like?
Most of the time, it felt like a family. We always got along, but also sometimes it got really heated. To criticize each other and push each other to get better. But the team that was just for me, perfect team for me, the Miami Heat. The Heat culture was the exact culture I needed to excel in. The Heat culture is basically about working hard and pushing yourself to the limits. It's just to work harder than everyone other team, because most of the guys we got aren't as talented, but we're still the best. One of my previous teams I played with, the Minnesota Timberwolves,